cut-throughs, and now I want to do a little thing to help you guys figure out like weight distribution. So I think when we're all taught cut-through passes, like it's like, oh, we come here, we put our shin on the thigh, and then we just kind of like sit here, and then eventually like slip the far side underhook, and then just like slip our knee like this. Like my experience is that no one ever gives you that shit. Like the minute I pin the knee, this knee shield comes in, and then it's like I have to think about ways to get this underhook. And even when I get this underhook, it's like this knee is really low. And then maybe if I go out, now my hips are a little bit too far, I'm just gonna just be able to cover. So it's like I see that as a very common problem. And so like instead of just like coming in and pinning here down on the mat, I actually go to the other side first. So I come in, I go to the other side first, and then I just kind of like wait for the opportunity. Maybe I do some hand fighting. I wait for the opportunity to shoot my knee across. I'm also looking for this like underhook, just a little bit. You can post on the mat, but I find that like getting some sort of like grip on this side is much better. And then from here, I'm going to change my edge to be this knee. And this completely avoids the knee shield because I'm sort of like starting from this position, and then I just cut across and get across the knee shield completely. It's almost like a little violent. Obviously, you guys can like kind of slow it down and better understand it, but it's like I'm kind of coming across. I get an underhook here, and then I'm changing my knee by like, I'm changing my leading edge by pointing my knee first, and then my hand will kind of like slap the top over here. So I'm like, right here. Sometimes trying to catch like a quarter guard, but that's fine. This is a much better position now that I'm past this frame. From here you can choose to just keep moving forward. You can choose to figure out how to get rid of the frame. Come in. It can also work if you don't get this like chicken grip, short underhook. Like I can also just kind of like post this way. You can even post like out here, but I don't recommend it because they might get the underhook on you. So like what you can do is you can post here too, and just sort of blast through. And then if you don't decide to get a stronger underhook, I suggest you get chest to chest as close as possible so you can get it right after you cut through. But this is all to say, like, I'm basically trying to avoid this knee shield by simply just prepping myself by taking the knee shield out of the question and then very quickly cutting through. So again, I think the key details are move the knee shield out of the way, sort of look for this far side underhook, whichever way you want to do it. Maybe if they're on their side a little more, you can get something like this, or just like post here. And then I'm kind of changing, like right now I'm leading with my head. I'm basically going to lead with my knee for a quick second, and then basically slip past, and now I'm back to a stable position. So that's one.
Brent, quick question.
Yeah.
Is that kind of, if they go to cut through and they leave up on that same side that you're going into first, is that gonna be an issue? Like, is that even something that we need to think about, or do we like we just?
So you were saying like if they get it,
If he cups with his hand.
oh, I see. Here. Yeah, that can be an issue, but what I find that like, that's fine. I can actually just like pressure into it and break,
And then shoot.
and then now you're in a perfect position to again just cut through. Yeah. Second one. So this is more about like weight distribution and when you're passing and how to put pressure on your opponent. I sort of think of it as I want to put pressure into my opponent and also break down his structure while doing so. So I'll give you an example. So let's say like Frank has a butterfly guard, and basically like if I'm putting my weight into him, he also has structure, right, to move me. Like his legs are in a good position to move me. And from here, he might be able to like put me in single leg X, boom, and then now he's in his guard, he's gonna start attacking. So like what failed there? Like I put pressure into Frank, but he had structure. So I always think like, how do I put pressure to someone and take away their structure? So like, one thing that if you start from this position is like, if Frank decides to go for single leg X, I don't want to move my body weight away from him. I'm basically isolating my own leg. Like sure, if you're very good at like dealing with this position, you can. It's just really annoying. Whereas like, go ahead, butterfly guard. If he decides to start putting in single leg X, what I can do is not move my body weight away, but to actually drop it. So he'll go for it, and then I start dropping my body weight. So keep this, yeah. So what happened now? Like now my body weight is on Frank, but look, his structure is starting to crumble. Like he can't put this leg in for a single leg X. And then this inner leg right here is just being crushed right now by me. And then from here, I'm looking for upper body controls being shuffling upwards, but I'm keeping this pressure on him. So the difference is like, he's carrying my weight in both cases, but in the second case, instead of moving away and letting him get my arm, I'm basically crushing him because he has no way to utilize his legs. And then from here, you can just like completely step over and start attacking. So like I want you guys to think about this concept every time you're passing like open guard. Even like, let's say I get to headquarters position, like think about like, my opponent on the bottom, can they carry my weight effectively? Like right now, like Frank might be able to move me. Yeah, he might be able to move me with that hook. But let's say like, now he's carrying my weight, but ineffectively. He has no frames, or he has no like structure to his limbs, and therefore like I'm winning this battle, and I'm going to make it uncomfortable for him. So let's work on these two things. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to drill. We'll do that cut through. Let you guys feel like, just like figure out the underhook and the kind of like, I wouldn't call it a violent movement, but it is a little quick. And then do this butterfly guard drill where like, first let your opponent just like put you in single leg X. They'll push your weight away and get single leg X. And then the next one, as they're doing that, bring your weight forward and start crushing them. And you'll find that like, you want to feel when your partner is carrying your weight and can't really move you.